There you go.
Hello. Welcome everybody to our new location. What's the name of this place?
I have no idea.
We got a magazine in there.
Hey, you didn't keep my seats safe.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking about it. I don't know why. Sorry about that. Oh gosh. I got plenty.
Keep my seats?
Yeah, got it. Good. So anyway, people, we're at our new location. I think it's like something like Advika or something.
No, that is a long time ago. That's where we bought the sweets. Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
We are sitting in the beautiful Swedish countryside and we have summer rain for the whole day.
Summertime.
So what have we done? We have built a little shelter and we are sitting under umbrellas. We have a poncho over our knees and the camera is also under an umbrella.
Yes. And we decided we were not going to let we were not going to let the weather beat us.
No.
We needed to speak to you. And so here we are speaking.
So, here we are. So we don't do any questions or answers, but we just have a little chat. We won't be...
You guys just start getting so rude.
No, it's all right. But yeah, you have them.
Yeah.
But we just want to say hello and show us how we deal with any situation. And even if it rains, you don't want to be hooked up in a fan all day. You could go places, eh? That's what other people do, especially here in Sweden. Sorry, frog in my throat.
Frog?
Yeah.
Open your mouth, let me see. Oh, that's frog to me.
And they go to shopping malls and spend some time there when the weather is bad, especially in the winter. I mean, that is so important to be outside and feel one with nature. But you can't let yourself get soaking wet, because how do you dry yourself in a fan? And then it becomes unpleasant, damp and unhealthy. That's the most important thing, unhealthy.
Yeah.
So we just wanted to say hello and we are having a great time.
We're just really blissing out in this weather.
A little bit higher, this is leaning on my head. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, thank you.
And yes, we're just having a good time. We're enjoying life. And we'll tell you...
We are very tired though.
I'm not, no.
Okay.
No, we need a break because sometimes we don't always recognise how you do it.
Yeah.
And so we just decided we're going to stop for the day and stay in one place.
Yeah.
Cut out all the driving.
I will do some editing hopefully today. But if it rains, obviously I can't do it outside unless Indiana comes up with an idea to build a bigger shelter so I can work here. That would something I prefer. So that's a hint.
Well,
Maybe you can build a hut quick.
well, I'm Jose, I'm not Merlin. Merlin moved those big stones from Wales all the way to Stonehenge, they say.
You're not in Indiana mode now, you're OC mode.
Yeah, spiritual. Rain.
Yeah.
You know, right? You know, prime times. Look at that.
Yeah, that worked.
That was it.
Accidentally. We are pointing out we also put a sheet from the fan with 2 sticks so that the rain doesn't rain into the fan. And the wind emptied the sheet because when it rains,
It's getting
you
a bit closer.
accidentally did it really well.
Accidentally?
Oh, planned.
That is years of skill training out in the field, that is. I'm a trained killer, you know.
But you didn't have sheets with you.
I mean, I lived in the Louisian jungle.
But not with sheets.
Huh?
Not with sheets. You didn't have those sheets with you, did you?
We had these ponchos here.
Oh, poncho. It's the same, isn't it? Yeah.
We did with ponchos.
Yeah.
And,
We look like 2 old grannies in a wheelchair with a thing over our legs. But it keeps us dry-ish.
yes, it's kind of wet, but so long as the sun is shining in my heart. Is there a song for that?
The sun is shining.
The weather is shit.
Yeah. Wanna move your dancing feet or something.
Yeah.
No, but anyway, we just wanted to say hello. And we enjoyed yesterday our first live stream.
Yeah.
And a few people sent us messages how much they enjoyed it, so we're definitely going to do it.
They keep asking, you ask us to do more and more and more. But
Yeah.
it's so exhausting, but we serve you guys.
Yeah, we do it as much as we
We
can.
do anything you ask us to.
Yeah. And also when you're on the road, like we are now, you need to keep an eye on your data. Eh? You buy a certain amount of data, and then it's not always easy to top it up. We don't have a permanent setup. We are thinking about maybe investing into Starlink from Elon Musk.
Yeah, Elon Musk.
Because then we can use it and at home and when we are on the move, and that would make more sense. It will be more expensive, but not if you take in account how often we have to upload now and update now. So that is an idea, but if you guys have another solution, please let us know. We would love to know if other people have more experience with this than we have.
We are more developed. We like this stuff, nature of course, but we are
this
more,
is the best.
Yeah, we are more developed, like spiritually.
Yeah.
But we understand that not many people out there are into spiritual dimensions, especially not as far as we can go.
Yeah.
So.
And we can learn from each other, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, if I had my way, I'd make the old world enlightened.
Yeah.
But the old world is not really ready for that. They have to go through certain phases, and I get it involved in, discussions and stuff. And yeah, people are just involved, want to get more involved in their everyday life, and they want solutions for, like everyday domestic situations, like, how do you deal with, one of our videos was how we deal with rejection and things like that. And at the end of the day, everything's all about, first of all, you get attached to something, and then nothing's permanent. That's a Buddhist saying, and the usual saying for most religions. Nothing's permanent. So you got to learn to live with non-permanence. And,
the rain is not permanent either.
No, this will just
it
blow
will
over.
pass, just like bad feelings, bad situations.
Like that.
Yeah, everything will pass, and it is your quality of life is determined by what you do, and we make it fun and enjoyable, and we make it work instead of moaning, it's raining, and we are locked up in the fan. We come up with a plan, and what do we have? And later on, we will also regroup, and how can we make it even better next time? What do we need? And then try to accomplish that without spending money, because that is always our first choice, to do something without spending a lot of money.
Well, we haven't got a lot of money to spend.
That's right, you are forced. But I think if we had a lot of money, you have been in a situation where you had a lot of money. You never became materialistic.
No.
I have been in a situation that we had a lot of money, but I have not become materialistic in that sense.
Yeah.
But I do like gadgets, and they cost money. But once I have them, I try to take really good care of it, just like I try to take really good care of Indiana. And he takes really, really good care of me. I wouldn't be here, seriously.
I do.
I wouldn't be here without you. And that is, nothing is permanent, just like you said. And it's our attitudes and the gratitude, because rain, I hear the horses. There's a field next door, there's a farm not far from here, and gorgeous horses, you already told them.
Yeah.
So I'm repeating myself, but in the night, they must have been standing here close by the fan, and they did, I'm trying to do a horse now, as if they were calling us. And because we didn't react, they started running, like you might hear our hoofs on the. But of course we needed our sleep. But I didn't check in with you. How did you sleep? Because you didn't sleep very well last night.
The night before, last night I slept all night.
Yeah, I didn't sleep very well last night. No, but
But like I was just thinking about something. Maybe there's a subject that might be interested in you guys out there, and that is like you know, like about we are trained to happiness lies in getting material stuff, like for you at whatever stage, or maybe not for you. I don't know who you are that's listening to us. So I can only speak to each individual, because each individual requires different wisdom, if you like, or
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. There's a story about Buddha saying that. Huh?
Aye.
A disciple went to Buddha and said, "May I tell the story? I interrupt you."
Yeah.
Sorry,
Non
Buddha.
attachment.
The story goes, because I wasn't there, I'm just
Yeah.
repeating what I've heard, but I can imagine Buddha saying something like this. And he said, a disciple said to him, "How come?" Because they sit by his side when people come to Buddha, ask him questions, how to cope with certain situations, and hopefully get some wisdom which they can work with. And Buddha would often give different answers to a
same.
similar or the same question.
Yeah.
And Buddha said, "Listen, one person is ready for this answer and another person is ready for that answer." And I don't know why I told that story.
Yeah. But you felt,
Oh.
you know, you see it, that's all. You just see.
No, because you asked the people if they wanted us to talk about a certain subject.
Yeah, and then I come up and said that different people require different
That's
answers,
right.
different
Yeah.
wisdom.
Yes. That. Yeah. That.
And
Yeah.
but what I do see a lot of in this day and age is slavery. There is a lot of slavery,
Yeah. Still. Yeah.
and it all comes from being brainwashed. Really, we're all brainwashed because our systems, our societies go to run on an economy, and the economy needs you to be a slave. That is, a slave to advertising, you know, new washing machine, new car, new this, new that, like, you know. And like, if you learned anything from us in Stone Back, we've got a washing machine that we hardly ever used, and it's from 1950 something, like, and it's got those what are those? So we have used it for the shower, and we have used it occasionally for washing, but we've become a society that's lost its memory of who we are, and we need to find ourselves. And a lot of people are recognising that, you know, like city people, they recognise, they want to get out of the rat race, they call it a rat race. And it's not really a rat race, it's people who's like-minded, they're all like-minded, they want to get rich, they think happiness, you know, and, you know, fair dues, it's true, isn't it, you know? If you haven't got money, you're going to have a struggle to find happiness, and so you've got to make you've got to give it the answer, you know, your financial question, you've got to get that sorted. But
No, your basic needs need to
Yeah.
be.
but the mistake people end up getting into is the addiction to grabbing more
Money,
and the
more.
more money.
Yeah.
And I recognised it early in my life as a domestic person, and that is the more you get, the more you spend. So the more you become a slave.
It's never ending.
So you're spending 8 hours a day, sometimes more. I mean, I was ambitious, very ambitious. And I would spend like 12 hours a day at one time, 7 days a week, working, work. Lots and lots of money, lots and lots of money. Don't have the time to spend it. I'm going to spend it one day, like, and that day never comes because the wife is always spending it, or something's needed, or blah, 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 like. And the more you get, the more you spend.
You increase your
Yeah.
wants.
That's unless you're of a special caliber, and there are those out there who's made of a special caliber. And often they are people who's experienced a hard upbringing, and they know the value of once you've worked for something, then you should keep it and only spend it when you need to spend it. I.e., they don't spend because they want, they spend for needs, and those people become financially secure.
Yeah.
And
And
then,
find their inner happiness.
well, they got an opportunity to find their
Yeah.
inner happiness.
Yeah.
They become more. That's why I say each person requires different wisdom. And that
Depending
person,
where they're at.
yeah, he's got a better chance, or she got a better chance of finding that true happiness that comes from within, because you don't need to deal with the material question. We do need We do need a home. We
the
do
basic need.
Yeah,
Well, not a home. We need a shelter,
yeah,
not a home, but a shelter that we feel at home at.
yeah.
And we need some food in our belly, but not as much as that we are eating in the West.
Yeah.
Ideally, we need a way of keep ourselves healthy and hygienic, that we don't become covered
Smelly.
with. Well, the smell is not. It's the start of going in the wrong direction. But that's it.
I just wait for the flies to start accumulating around my bum.
Yeah.
Then I know it's time
Yeah.
for something. I don't know what, but I know it's time for something.
But everything is everything on top of our basic needs. We are so grateful for, and because it's luxury. Even sitting here in the rain, living in a van, is luxury.
Yeah. Do you know something? Years ago, I remember I was working in the West Midlands. This was when I went AWOL from the army, and for good reason. I just didn't like it anymore.
Yeah.
No, it's not true. I loved it actually.
Yeah, you're an army man.
But
yeah. Well,
no, I loved the
physical aspect of the army.
That was it.
Yes.
And I was sogging the arm week in the head. As they
Because
say.
you don't like the principle behind the army for war. You don't.
No way. I do not like what's going on in Ukraine right now, and I do not like the way human society were being manipulated years before that war. You could see it coming.
Okay, but leave the politics out.
Yeah, leave the
please.
politics out of it.
Yes.
But if you're spiritual, you're also compassionate. And if you're compassionate, you see solutions. And if you see solutions, you want to give people those solutions. And it's the people at the end of the day that allow that to happen or not allow it to happen. And if people get the right thoughts and they stop being manipulated, then these wars can't happen anymore. And it's you guys out there that can stop that.
We
by
all
changing the way-
together. Yeah.
by changing the way those people can manipulate you or stop
Us,
those people
not
manipulating
you, us.
Yeah.
They try to manipulate us human beings. Yeah.
Well, they
yeah.
don't manipulate me personally because I can see it.
But you're one of the few. I keep telling you, you're not the norm. In another video, he spoke about himself, if he was normal or weird.
I'm weird.
Well, in many eyes of many people, you are weird because you are so different than the majority of people because of the enlightenment you reached in.
But they think that's big-headed talk out there. So
Well,
we shouldn't
listen,
really
this
go
is
there,
our
really.
channel,
Yeah,
and
it's
we
our
speak
channel.
it as it is.
Okay.
You reached enlightenment while in a prison cell. Everybody who thinks that people who have been in prison are bad and are cons and they don't want anything to do with those people, well, please feel free to leave. It's simple as that. I'm not going to lick anybody's behind to have subscribers or viewers.
No.
This is who we are.
Yes, yes.
And if people don't like that, that is their good right, and then they can move on and watch something that tickles their fancy. But this is us.
Yes, that's us.
Yes, and you reached enlightenment in 1980.
Yeah, I had to lose my enlightenment.
1980.
One.
I won.
No,
Hey,
sorry, 82.
1982. There you go.
Yeah.
Ever since then, he has been living in society, and the first decades he didn't tell anyone about it because of the judgment, because of the people disbeliefs and judging you and putting you in a
No, I
box.
never told anybody.
No.
I didn't even
No.
consider it because I knew
And now we speak freely about
I knew I
it.
was so different.
Yeah.
And I had to play a role, really play a role like an actor.
And if you have questions about it, please feel free to leave a comment. We will answer them as good as possible, as we possibly
Yeah.
can.
What I'd like to say though, a lot of people think that it's impossible enlightenment, but it's not.
No.
You've got to get rid of the impossible. And,
But
everything.
lots of our subscribers come from India, and they know about enlightenment, and they know when they live a righteous life.
Yeah, they know about karma.
Yeah,
And,
that's
and
right.
it's true karma.
Karma,
Is
it's
true.
amazing.
Yeah, we do keep coming back
Yeah.
to solve what we feel we
Yeah.
never was successful with in a former life.
Yeah.
And we feel guilt. We feel that we can do things better. We should have done this better. We should have treated that person better. We should have,
Yeah.
and it's all remorse and it's all guilt, and we keep getting caught in this karmic, as they call it, a circle, which it
Yeah.
is. It's I don't call it a circle like this, but it's
No.
more of a
Spiral,
we go like this because society is spiral, also evolving,
Yeah.
but similar, but changing little by little. And then eventually there's an old, the Indians call it Vedas, no, not Vedas,
No.
Kali Yugas, yeah, the Yugas, and we're in a dark Yuga now. And that's what the spiraling is. It's evolution, but it's
And that's
over,
why it sometimes
yeah,
feels like we have deja vu, isn't it? Or
yeah,
that we have done it before, because you go,
yeah.
see?
Yeah,
Round.
yeah, but I was thinking more in thousands of years, you know, the Yugas, and then you get an enlightened society. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure that happened.
We are very remote, but there is a person on a scooter coming by really slow. And he probably puts us in the box called
That is.
weirdos.
Look at those weirdos, aren't they? Those colourful
It
umbrellas.
must be a sight
Yeah,
seeing
yeah,
us
yeah,
sitting here, yeah.
So,
But anyway, we said we wouldn't take too long.
yeah.
Thank you for
But
joining.
no, I didn't finish off. You know, I allowed you to talk. Like,
You
know,
allowed
you
me.
didn't allow me
You
to
allowed
finish.
me.
You didn't allow me to finish what I wanted to say.
I'm so sorry, husband.
Forgot what it was, but
Continue. No, spiral, development.
no, it wasn't about that. Like, yeah, that's the end of that discussion.
Okay.
But I do, because I have memories of past lives, which was related to my enlightenment in a prison cell. I do know that yes, we have been through enlightened time periods, and that this circle, when I call that a circle, that's one life, 2 lives, 3 lives, 4 lives. But then there's another circle that's developing, and it's societal, and eventually there's a golden period where we reach a peak, and then we start declining again. So cycle, decline, cycle, decline. And,
But the
that's how it
cycle
goes.
gets smaller, huh?
Yeah,
And then move to the golden period again.
yeah, that's right. And we are heading, I mean, we can't be much lower than what we are now, but I do know as well that there's massive suffering involved before we get to those golden eras. And it's terrible, really, the way it works. It's terrible that we're on this planet and everything relies on reciprocal maintenance, you know. One life depends on another life. One life has to fill another life, and it's terrible. But then that's only terrible because we're attached to life. As soon as you lose attachment to it, you just see it as it is. It just is, as the new famous saying, it is what it is. And like I said, but be careful of getting caught in the slavery. Slavery is one of the biggest problems of this day and age, because they know slavery is connected to addiction. And addiction is connected to self-comforting. So you want to comfort yourself because you feel insecure, and then you're after something which you become addicted to, and then you're a slave. So if you can see all of those things together, and don't keep working for money. If you're not getting it anywhere, and you're not getting rich, and you're not getting financially secure, independent, then let go, because you're not going to do much else with your life by doing what you're doing except for shortening it. If you're still a slave and you haven't been able to manage to resist the temptations of material society, let it go and see what comes.
Yeah.
Because we are not rich, but yet look, we are rich. We're rich.
We are rich in
Because we
another
think
way.
we think a certain way, so we are free.
Yeah. Well, that is it. Yesterday we walked through a shopping mall for the first time since we are here, and we have been living in the forest for weeks and weeks. And then we like sometimes watching people and watching people watch us. That's very funny.
Yeah, that's funny because
And we are very...
do I stand out really?
Yeah,
I think I'm just a normal...
lots of hair here, no hair there. But besides of that, we walked through the shopping mall, and I said to Indiana, great freedom, a feeling of freedom, because knowing that I don't need anything in here, I don't need to buy anything, I don't have to want anymore. It
That's
to
it.
buy anything anymore. And that
That's slavery.
gives a real tremendous feeling of freedom.
Yeah.
And there are people who said, yeah, but it's easier to be unhappy with money than without money. That is not true, you see. When you have no money and you hit rock bottom and you have to fight for every common need, to provide for your common need, and you manage to do that, there is a tremendous satisfaction in there. Unless you keep grasping something. I want this, I want. It's the want that makes you move away from your inner happiness. Because your inner happiness is there already. And don't get me wrong, I feel very, very blessed having a van that is driving us through countries.
Ford Transit, old banger.
But if something happens, it will have to be let go. But as long as we have it, we will enjoy it. But we enjoy it with gratitude.
Yeah.
We will never take it for granted. And I think that is where we stay out of slavery. Because of that attitude, we will never become a slave to money or do things for money that don't feel right. Or, well, look at us here, sitting in the rain. Okay, many people might not want to sit here in the rain. They'd rather sit in a luxury hotel. I've been there. I've been in luxury hotels. Let me tell you, this is a million times better. And also because of with who I am. I am with somebody who shares my exactly the same feelings and has an eye for my well-being and so yeah, it is a whole package. It sounds complicated, but you only need to hit rock bottom and then bounce back up and change everything. And when you're on rock bottom, remember, everything you have done until that moment didn't work for you. So you have to make a huge change. And only then you will reach heights you never could have dreamed of. Is this okay, my husband?
Yeah, and just to finish off, right, I mean, we spoke about my enlightenment. I don't really always want to speak about that because it sounds a bit...
I'm going to force you. Yeah.
But until I got locked up and I was a prisoner, I was... my body was a prisoner, but in the end I escaped through letting go. And what I found out was I was imprisoned by, it's a bit like, I came up with a little bit of a kind of poetry. You open your hand, the bird lands in it, and you grasp your bird because you want to keep it. And that's how we live, we grasp things, but you shouldn't live like that. You should live with your hand open, the bird lands and it flies away. The bird lands and it flies away. And that's it.
Yeah.
Because when you as soon as you grasp hold of it, you become the prisoner.
Yeah.
And you've
Same
got to
with
let
people,
go.
eh? Same with people. Don't try hold on to people who don't want to be with you, who treat you badly. Let them land on your hand, let them stay with you, but if they mistreat you, just let them walk off. Don't keep hold of them by trying hard and changing yourself. They make a change to make it work between you, or you let go. And I think that brings a tremendous feeling of freedom again.
That prison, right, I had claustrophobia and I was put in solitary confinement, and my wife was, she left me, she went off with somebody else.
Wasn't me.
No, it wasn't Ahiranta. And then I lost my home, I lost everything I'd been working for, everything. And that was difficult, really difficult. And I didn't have a home, I didn't have no possessions, they all ended up on a rubbish skip. Everything that I'd worked for had gone, my children, my wife, my home, everything. That was hard, because I'd been working to get all that stuff, then it was gone in one moment. And eventually, I started understanding, let go, let go, let go, let go, let go. Because I was in a prison. I was in a prison, in a prison, in a prison. And until I could let go of the final thing, and that was fear of death, was the final thing, I became free. Absolutely free. You're invincible. If you stop fearing death, you'll no longer feel life. And you become free. And then that day that it all happened, it was like bush, oh, those prison walls, right, they didn't contain me anymore. I was free. Bush, 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 they all fell away. And I was free like a bird. Nothing could nothing can retain me once you let go of everything.
Beautiful.
End of story.
Yeah.
And,
If you want to know more, leave a comment down below.
yes.
And we will speak again in the
Yes.
next live.
Yes. Next.
In the next live show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be in Denmark or it could be tonight.
It could be anywhere. Yeah. We don't schedule our lives. This is our second
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
We are just who we are.
We just enjoyed doing it with you yesterday.
Yeah.
You asked us such great questions
Sorry.
yesterday that we thought, oh yeah, let's do this again. We're
Yeah.
making a connection with you guys.
Yeah. But we will only do it when we feel like it. We are not going to be a slave to our subscribers, to our channel. We do it when we think, it will be good fun.
Yeah. And what you might find as well is, you might come on here one day and you may have anxieties or problems like that, and you'll be drawn to our channel.
Yeah.
And then you'll open our channel up and we'll be talking about the very same thing that you've got an issue about. This is how it works. Yeah. God's will be done.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you all for joining us.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Mwah.
I'm not going to do that.
You can turn it off. I have no idea how to turn it off.